Yo, Aquarius is the sign and the energy that progresses us as a species. And we have to progress in order to evolve. So, therefore, we must release what we think we know so that we can make room for the influx of new knowledge and awareness that wants to come in, that will be coming in, that is already available to us. Because you know what? When we know better, we fucking do better. Yo, 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 it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for this full moon in Aquarius that we are having on August 19th, 2024 at 2:26 p.m. Eastern Time, 12:26 p.m. Mountain Time at 27 degrees Aquarius. And you know I gotta hit you with the handy dandy Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. I just want to go ahead and get into it. Reading this with you guys, and you know 27 is my favorite number. So I love a 27th degree here for it. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get it in. Get it cleared out. Making safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this full moon in Aquarius on August 19th, 2024. All right. Also, hydrate, light it if you got it. me. All right. And Elias Lonsdale's description of the 27th degree of Aquarius is a man laying stones for a path. I like it already. A man laying stones for a path. Traditionally, well, Aquarius is the water bearer. Traditionally, the water bearer was a man. And Aquarius energy, like I said, is progress. Paths progress us, paths lead us somewhere. And I just feel like a man laying stones for a path. This is like the path, the way being made before you. The path that we're about to be on versus the path that we're on now. Like there is a path that we don't have access to yet because it's still being paved. Okay. If vision and practical skill are brought into a place beyond either one, new worlds can come into being. Tenacity is the key. You have to see the pattern, inscribe the pattern, and let it set collectively. For when you are out ahead of everyone else, you must master the craft of timing in this earth. Everything is perfect in the right time and place, and awful when out of sync. Contained within yourself is a blueprint. Contained within yourself is the blueprint for the future. You need to season and temper the extraordinary forefront awareness with life experience. I need to say that again. You need to season and temper the extraordinary forefront awareness with life experience and discover the intricacies of the cultural landscape. A mission pursued, a task taken on with a vengeance, a destiny that stands out and speaks volumes. A destiny that stands out and speaks volumes. That's what I'm saying. With Aquarius is the sign of I know. The motto is of Aquarius is I know. And it's like we think we know, but we have no fucking idea. A destiny that stands out and speaks volumes, no matter how small you let your role be, or how much you shoot for the fucking stars and shoot for the fucking, sing to the rafters. Like, your destiny will stand out to someone and it'll speak volumes about what you are willing to do, about how far you are willing to take it, how outlandish the shot may be, but did you try? Did you shoot for it? Did you shoot your fucking shot? Are we? Are you in a place of letting yourself shoot your fucking shot? That's the big thing for me. So, as you know, Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, check out my website, JustJEverything.com. Over there, you can book a private reading, a personal reading, excuse me, with me. And I'm going to try something new. I apologize for the microphone noises right now, but let's, can I just, can I simmer? Who's got the keys to my Beamer? Oh my. Can I just prop you up? Can you just stay there? Look at God. Hopefully it stays there, and hopefully you can hear me. I apologize for any. I'm gonna get like I'm gonna get a new mic. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna like get a good mic. I tried. Anyway. So the first question I have is, what knowing is blocking your progress? What is it that you think you know that's actually getting in the fucking way? I just saw the Knight of Cups, and I really wanted to take that. When I split it, I saw the Knight of Cups. And I think for some of us, you think you know how to court somebody, and you think you know how you're supposed to be courted. You think you know how you're supposed to be loved, how you're supposed to be pursued, how you're supposed to be romanticized, but you don't. And some of us are in places where we're settling for far, far fucking less than we actually are capable of receiving. And you got to get real clear. That's not what came out, but that there is a message there. Like, you got to get real clear about your self-worth so that you can start to receive the love and the like loving pursuit that you want to experience and that you want to give. Because it's not just about like, it's how you're being loved, what someone else is bringing to the table. It's like, what are you giving so you can get? It's time for reciprocity. It's time for mutuality here, And so there's something around like not being so selfish in love, letting yourself, experience that like romantic teenager-esque kind of like vibe with somebody, but you got to make sure you know how to contribute that as well. All right. What knowing is blocking our progress? What is it that we think that we know that is blocking our progress? The King of Wands. This makes me with the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. That again goes with the pairing thing. It's like some of us have like a really outdated view of or perspective, or a twisted perspective on romantic relationships, on how to um, exert our physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. Some of you, like the knowing, like you're too comfortable with your confidence level in some sort of way. It's almost like you think you know everything about relationships, you think you know everything about sex, you think you know everything about um your confidence level or what you're capable of, but I feel like you're capable of so much more. For some of you, there is someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placement, someone that's a bit older, that is that you like, that's blocking in some sort of way, or blocking energy. You know who this is. For whoever this message is, you know who this is. um like, you think you know this person thinks that they know you. If you're experiencing some kind of like a jealousy or controlling person in your life, there could just be something around like, don't I deserve more than this, or is this how I'm supposed to be treated? um This could also be around physical fitness. Like, some of you may think you know what you need to do to work out, or what you need to do to start feeling better, but there could just be something about diving deeper into understanding biomechanics. This is not an ad, but I would definitely encourage everybody to check out functional patterns. I'm gonna just put you on game. Everything changes when you're moving better. It's not just about moving your body. It's not just about, it's like, get your fucking bones in place, get your posture in place. Like, everything can function at its optimal level when it's in place, when it's where it's supposed to be. 11:01 on the clock. There's like a divine reset around there. What knowing is blocking our progress? The King of Wands. I also feel like some of us just like it's like, for those of you who really think that you know it, like you know where you're going, you know what's happening, you know, like you're in control of everything. I just feel like our concept, those of us who, not everybody is there, but those of us who think that we're in control of everything, or around people who, or involve ourselves with people who are just so fucking confident that they know everything, it's blocking progress. If you don't have a mental and spiritual receptivity to you, you're slowing down your progress. This person may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. There could just be also issues with like anger, issues with competence, like your competence level fucking with your confidence level. Some of you think that you are so competent in something, and are maybe being like unwilling to learn, or aren't willing to be a student, or aren't willing to get the competence that you need, so that you can have like a valid confidence in something. Keep going with this. What knowing is blocking our progress? Also, this could be like a professor or a boss or an authority or someone that you like envy, um that is blocking you from like learning more. It's like making sure you're not handing over your power to other people. The Five of Swords came out, and there could just be like, oh, I know how to recover from pain, I know how to heal. I know not to be with somebody like this in the past. Some of you may have real hangups around certain people with certain signs. Like, I am flabbergasted every time I talk to a Gemini, and they're like, oh, some people just hear that I'm a Gemini and just like ghost me, just like stop talking to me. And it's just like, but you're a great person. Like, and so like I've heard that so fucking much. Um there's just something there with like, I know how to protect myself. I know how to keep myself safe. And A lot of us don't. You being braced and ready for impact all the time, like, that's not protection. It's time to figure out what is protecting you, not just relying on your defense mechanisms and emotional walls to protect you from pain and things that you don't want to experience anymore. You isolating yourself, or you being so caught up in the past. There's still some like intellectual or mental conflict that I feel like is it's like you think you know what's going on with that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius's past. You think you know, and it's blocked, and like you not being willing to see what's going on with them is blocking you from like the actual truth. Give me one more on this, please. Just one, please. What knowing is blocking our progress? Of course, they gave me two. Justice reversed and the Page of Wands reversed with the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I also feel like we think that we know how the universe works. We know, like, we got to take revenge into our own hands. We've got to handle things. I got to get my lick back. I've got to, protect myself. That's just like, you don't know what you believe in and you don't really have faith. I don't care how much like spell work it is that you're doing. It's just like in some arena of life, you think you know how to protect yourself, and that version of protection, or that just that your internal justice system may be putting you in the position of welcoming in really shitty karma, welcoming in really shitty like consequences of your actions. Justice reverse makes me feel like some of you don't know how to trust in the law of physics, like the laws of physics. Like, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And so just because I don't see you get yours when I want you to see you get yours doesn't mean that you're not going to get yours. If you wronged me and I try to wrong you back, two wrongs don't make a right. So I feel like be real careful about plotting against people. Be really careful about revenge. Be really careful around like not understanding that you are not the judge and the jury. You are not the one who determines who gets whatever consequences of your actions. You reap what you fucking sow. If you lie, you'll be lied to. If you cheat, you'll be cheated. So there's something about you like resting on your laurels, trusting in the God of your understanding. Some of y'all need to figure out who the God of your understanding is so that you can trust in the fact that what goes around comes around. And so you stop trying to like fix it or get your lick back or like take things into your own hands. I was just having this conversation with someone like last week, and they were talking about how unfair it is that I have so much evidence around the fact that like what goes around comes around, that they don't have a lot of evidence of that. And I was just like, because you don't believe in what I believe in. You don't believe in the fact that people get like the consequences of their actions come to them. You believe that you have to actively curate or like create this, justice system so that you can feel like they got theirs. I made sure they got theirs. That's not how that shit works. Let me be the first to tell you, that is not how that shit works. And anytime somebody has wronged me, because I did get lucky, and I am lucky. Like, I started, but I also was taught this very early, you know, as a child, where it's just like, yo, when people wrong you, don't try to get them back. I promise that the cosmic realm of justice can handle the shit better than you ever will be able to. And if you're lucky and if you trust in the divine enough, it'll put you in this position where you get to see people get theirs. And I think that that's what happened to me real early. I was like, all right, okay, I'm not gonna, you know, I haven't been wronged very often, but when I was, it was real bad and real big. And I was just like, all right, God, let me watch you work. Let's see. And there have been times where I've seen, like, I got to see it. I swear I got to see it because I let it go. And then it started happening where it was just like, if I was, because I saw the consequences of people's actions like come back so strongly when I took my hands off of it, um I started praying for people. It was like, oh, you did me wrong. You don't know what fucks with me. You don't know what protects me and how hard they go for me. So you about to get yours. Let me go ahead and pray that they have mercy on you because you don't know what you've done. Ooh, that feels Christ-like. Forgive them, Lord, for they not know what they do. And I'm not trying to preach, you know, but that's how that feels, where it's just like, whoo, buddy, you don't know about my ancestors. You don't know about, you know, the God of my understanding. They don't play about me. And I have such like profound, deep faith in that, that it's just like, I had to start praying because I saw people's consequences come in and I was like, oh, hold on. Like, I don't even know if that was fair. Like, that's a lot. Like, can you all right? You all right down there? Like, you need a hand? You want me to pray for you? Because, damn. I don't know who that was for, but you're welcome. All right. Moving forward. Because this is a full moon, and full moons happen when the sun opposes the moon. Full moons are a period of release. You do not manifest during a full fucking moon. Full moons are periods of harvest and like let go, let God, you know? And so what do we need to release? Because full moons are a cycle and a period of release, what do we need for our greatest and highest good? What do we need to release? Control, the past. For some of you, this Scorpio that you've been chasing, the concept or the idea around the Scorpio. What you need to release is this fear of becoming what you're supposed to become. It's just like releasing fear around moving forward, releasing the fear of the end, releasing the fear of change. Everything that's natural has a life cycle. Everything that's born dies. And so this fear of the ending, or the fear, and that's my big thing, is like, life is so sweet because of the elusiveness of death. You don't know, ain't shit promised to us. Your next breath that you breathe is not promised to you. And so that is just a sign to get busy motherfucking living life to the fullest. Because personally, I think the goal is to get to your deathbed and be like, I fucking rocked that shit. I fucking did this. I'm good to go. I'm okay to go. I did this shit. I did this shit while I was here, and it was so fucking dope. I did it. And I'm okay to go. Some of us have big control issues. And I feel like what needs to be released is control. Because, say it with me, OGs, all you can control is what you voluntarily put into your body, whether you react or respond, and what you do about your intentions. Everything else is outside of your jurisdiction. Let's get a few more. What needs to be released? Okay. These cards let me know that some of you have lost someone. Some of you are struggling with grief, loss, remorse. Maybe actual like death has come into the family. There may be family members that are still struggling with this. There could be some sort of like emotional conflict, or like clinging to sadness, romanticizing your sadness. Do your part to understand, like, or for you to figure out what it is that you believe happens in the afterlife. Is there, if there is one, and that's your personal journey and decision. But I do feel like for some of us, what we need to release is the fact that it like they're gone, baby. And the loss of them means that you have something to honor, that you have something to show up for. Allow it to put you in this position where you stop looking at the way that the milk spilled and you start grabbing for that proverbial paper towel. You start recognizing, because the thing about the 5 of Cups is he's looking at the 3 spilled cups, but there's 2 cups that are still here and full. And you got to look at these. Like, there's something there around needing to release heaviness, sadness, the evaluate, not even just like, oh, I can let it go. It's like, no, you got to be present. You got to think the fullness of your thoughts and feel the fullness of your feelings, because we can't heal anything that we're not feeling, And so there's something around like, stop looking at how the cookie crumbled and start looking at the fact that you still got cookies. I hope that makes sense. The 5 of Cups reverse is like, some of us are still clinging to the sadness, clinging to the pain, because it's like the last remnant of this thing that we had, or this connection or experience that we had. And there will be more experiences that are going to, that need you present, that need you aware and here and alive. And some of us are in this position where, like, we know the things that we need to do to make ourselves feel better, to get ourselves back up on the horse, but we're refusing to do those things, especially if you have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. Like, you need to be grounding, especially while we're in summer, technically, depending on what hemisphere you're in. But we know that we need to be grounding. We know that we need our bare feet in the fucking earth. We know that we can buy a grounding sheet, or we can eat grounding foods, and like, we're not doing the things that we know we need to do. We know we need to be moving our bodies. We know we need to be like working out. You could at least be walking, for those of us who have the ability. But that's the thing. Remember, there are people who can't even fucking walk. They can't even use their legs. And how dare we like sit around and fucking complain about the things that we do or don't have? It's like, the majority of you have all your shit, have all your limbs, have all the things that you need in order to make it happen, and you got a nerve to choose to be sad. I'm sorry. All right, that's going somewhere else. But that could be, that feels like what that is. It's like some of us are like choosing to be sad, choosing anxiety, choosing the comfortability of anxiety, choosing the comfortability of depression. But what is it getting you? But just complaining. And complaining begins complaining. There's just something there about like breaking out of the choices to stay in this energy, to stay in this heavy ass energy, versus acknowledging that there is a bridge to better times. There is a bridge. There is an emotional bridge to cross. You just got to choose to start taking these steps, or you're going to still keep looking at the past and how things went down. So my next question is, what's coming in if we release this issue changing? What's coming in? Like a deep, deep soulmate connection, a profound love. For some of you, children. For some of you, a house. For some of you, someone, a home. You know what I mean? Someone to build a home with, the things that you've been wishing for. Intimacy, nakedness, this really deep connection with the God of your understanding, spiritual intimacy. It may be involving somebody with Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, Leo placements. There's something about like a deep entwining. We get to receive mutuality, receive this like fair exchange. If you stop allowing all of this like fear to fill up your heart. I'm gonna try to do this without flashing my tits to everybody. If you allow yourself to release, if you allow yourself to be with your fear, process it, talk to it, get to the root of it, have conversations with it so you can figure out like, what is the root? Where did you come from? Who put you here? Because I'm gonna be the one to take you out. We're not doing this because look, this is some like deep mutuality, deep loving exchanges. You finally getting really stable in your emotions. Going from the 5 of Cups to the 6 of Cups, there is like a progress. You make a step forward and get to have these like loving exchanges. I feel like this is a loving exchange with somebody that you've known from a past life, somebody that you've loved before. This is somebody that you feel really safe with, safe to have these exchanges with, safe to be yourself with. You don't have to worry about this person. There's a lot of intimacy here. There's a lot of familiarity here. This is like, I know your soul. I've known your soul before. I've loved your soul before. You've loved me before. For some of you, if you do these releases, there's all this memory that it gets unlocked in you. I feel like also like you start to have flashes of the past. You start to remember stuff from your childhood. You start to like really release some of the painful memories from your childhood. I feel like if you release these deep fears, you get put in a position to just have the kind of like mutual sensuality and intimate relationships that you've been wanting to have. Damn. Some of you, the 6 plus the 2, that's 8. And the 8 of Cups is about turning your back on what is comfortable and moving forward towards pursuing your dreams. Some of you, if you release this fear, you're gonna move. You're gonna move to a new area. You're gonna move to a new job. You're gonna move towards a new partner. Some of you, if you release this fear and you let yourself evolve, you let this metamorphosis take place, it puts you in this position to be loved like you haven't been before, where you feel free to give of your love in a way that you haven't been able to before. And doesn't that seem worth it? There's like this merging, there's an entwining that like you've never gotten to do it on this level before. And this is especially for those of you who are in an active, committed relationship. It's like if you let go of these fears, your shit gets so fucking deep. Your marriage takes off to a whole nother level. Some of you find the person you're going to marry and like fucking be with. This is like, this looks like and feels like rest of your life shit. someone you can be bare and whole and transparent with. Okay. And lastly, I want to ask, what don't we see coming? What don't we see coming? The Moon, the Magician reversed, and the Tower reversed, with the Wheel of Fortune reversed on the bottom of the deck. Please clarify the Moon, because this looks like there may be somebody with Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Aries, or Scorpio placements coming in. That's really going to make a big impact in your life. I feel like what you don't see coming is the fact that your intuition is ramping up, your connection to your subconscious mind, your awareness or understanding of the subconscious mind is coming up. Dreams are getting way more intense. There's like this kind of knowing that you're going to start to have. I feel like what you don't see coming is the fact that you're coming out of your shell, or you will be dragged out of your shell on towards this like very spiritual, deep journey. A deep journey inside your mind, a deep journey with the God of your understanding. Some of you, there could be, I also just heard like, for some of you, your mom will have to eat their words. I don't know what that is. Please clarify the Moon. What you don't see coming is for a lot of us, is an unexpected conversation with your mother. The suspicion around this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, the curiosity around them, I feel like all things that are hidden get revealed. What's done in the dark comes to light. And that's what I mean by not taking shit into your own hands. Do you have faith or not? And what do you have faith in? And if you have faith in that thing, funny how I'm pointing to the Wheel of Fortune. Like, if you have faith in that thing, don't you understand that there's cycles? In the ways that people are up, things can easily be pulled down. In the ways that you've been down, you can easily be brought up to the top. And there's something around not trying to rationalize everything or make everything make sense. You want to be masterful in the mind when the divine is asking you to be masterful in your spirit. Please continue. What is it about this? What aren't we seeing clearly? The Star and the Two of Pentacles. So I don't feel, it's like we're wishing for stuff and then we're not even really like sure about what it is that we're wishing for, or we're not even clear on what it is that we're wishing for. Hustling for things, and it's just like you just hustling just for the sake of hustling. I feel like the divine is really going to bring in the why, reveal like the real reason why things have gone down the way that they've gone down. Please clarify the Magician reversed. And the lies that have been told, the truth will come to light. The ways that you've been lied on, the things that have been kept from you or hidden from you, the truth, the ultimate truth will be revealed. So you don't need to worry. You don't need to like keep yourself quiet or stagnant or withholding yourself from other people, withholding yourself or being in your hidey hole. I feel like what you don't see coming is a lot of bravery. A bravery to face change, to make order of the chaos. Please clarify the Tower reversed. Some of us are like, we're keeping ourselves from making certain changes that we know we need to make. Your spirit has been nudging at you. And I feel like suddenly, what we don't see coming is sudden spiritual advancement. Especially for those who have been like studying on this, especially those of you who have really invested in developing your divine feminine energy. Those of you who have been investing in your spirituality, the fruit of your labor is about to show big time. Any final messages, Source? You got anything else to say? Where did the Hierophant come from? I feel like this came out with the High Priestess. And that's what, there's something here. I mean it when I say, like, if we let go, I feel like there's a lot of divine pairings that are coming in. A lot of like soulmates that are supposed to be together. The people who you're like divine counterparts are being brought together. Normally these two wouldn't pair, but if they were going to pair with anybody, they would pair with each other. And so there's something there about, like, I feel like suddenly love, suddenly connection, suddenly you not having all this responsibility to deal with. Suddenly you have somebody to do it with. Suddenly you can suddenly you can let go of your hyper independence. There's a freedom that wants to come in, and a freedom. That freedom's going to have you feeling real happy and with somebody. With the friends, the family, the people, the chosen family, the lover, the husband, the wife, the spouse, whatever it is that is like divinely assigned to you. I feel like that shit is coming in. You just have to work on mending your fear and your broken heart, and understanding that when you face your darkness, when you face your fears and integrate them, it creates this mechanism that propels you forward. You are worth the work, babe. I love you. I'll see you over on Patreon, I hope. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. You got this.